Hi guys, this is the first video you're going to see from Manifest with Martin. And in today's video, I want to talk about a very common problem for people who are just at the beginning stages of manifesting. I went through this and everybody goes through it. And what it is basically is the confusion or the crossover between the inner world and the outer world. And what I mean by that is that everything is created in here. It's all created in your mind, and then it manifests into the third, the 3D world, the physical world, so the outer world. So it starts in the inner world, goes to the outer world. Now, this is easy to understand conceptually, but the problem is that people at the beginning especially get very confused between 3D, physical reality, and the inner world. Now, what I'll explain to you is, for example, if you want to manifest, let's say, I don't know, an SP into your life, somebody, or an X into your life, and in your inner world, everything is going accordingly. You have your affirmations, your visualizations, all of it's going to plan, and you feel nice and positive about it, and it's all working in your favor. I mean, you feel positive, your intentions are good. But what happens is then that something happens in the outer world, circumstances that make it look like things are not going well, and that triggers you and gives you a reaction. And then when you react to this creates a new manifestation which will also go to your outer world, and so forth. So it's very difficult at the beginning to stay in your inner world and to ignore the outer world, because we're just not used to it. We spent all our lives, in this situation where we're thinking that everybody's an individual and we all have control over our reality. We're all individuals with all with free will, which is not the case. So when you suddenly start manifesting, you need to readjust your whole way of thinking. It's a completely new world. And it's hard. It is hard at the beginning. It requires discipline, mental discipline, but also requires that ability to stop for a second and go, wait a minute here. These circumstances don't matter. Like, whatever's happening in 3D at the moment is something that I created, could be weeks, months ago. It's a consequence of previous thinking. So it doesn't matter. But even though you say this to yourself, 10 minutes later, something happens in the 3D world and you react to it and you say, oh my God, no, it's not working, because you lose your sense of, distinction between outer world and inner world. So everybody goes through it at the beginning. It's nothing strange, but my advice to you is, as soon as you have this experience in the 3D world that triggers you of circumstances, what you need to do is just stop for a second, reflect, and say, no, this is my old self. This is coming from previous thinking, and from now on in the future, my life is only going to get better because all of my inner world is going to reflect in my outer world. So there is a delay period, and you have to kind of live with that for a while. But eventually things will catch up, and if you have the correct mental diet and you have discipline with your thinking, you'll start to experience better and better things in your life. So I hope this was helpful as my first video on my channel, Manifest with Martin. Please subscribe and join us. Thank you. See you later. Bye.